Okay, so I think in most of the videos that I've made, I've spoken about the journey that I've gone on, sort of, to come to where I am right now. You can watch most of my videos. It's just one long story that's just, ending up to one big, beautiful thing, and that I am truly grateful for. Um, I know, like, I've spoken about how I've pretty much dated well. I've never been in an abusive, intimate relationship, but one that I recently experienced due to many factors. There were like so many factors that were around me that allowed that process. But also, as time is moving, I'm actually reflecting on what really took place and what can I improve. And definitely one of the things that I recognized was I stayed because of low self-esteem. So I would like to say, like, most of us would associate self-esteem to, teenage. But self-esteem is not for teenagers. Working on your self-esteem is not for teenagers. It's, as adults, we need to be learning on how to build our self-esteem. So I'm going to share a few tips that I found on the internet, and in all this research that I've been doing, like, how do I build myself up. I know the last time I spoke about self-esteem, I was talking about my book Social Work in Africa, that writing it and even letting it out for people to read was a real test of my self-esteem. So we do need self-esteem as adults, and here are some tips on how you can actually build your self-esteem. So one of them would be nice to yourself. Being nice to yourself, which is actually like watch how you speak to yourself in your head. We need to like build ourselves up, because self-esteem is really pretty much how you look at yourself, how you view yourself. You may think certain people view you a certain way, or things like that. That is all self-talk. So talk to yourself better. And at the end, you demand for people to speak to you better or treat you better. Do you do what you do. As I do these YouTube videos, it's better for me to be Lindy than try to be anyone else, like try to be Oprah Winfrey or anything else. But it's the same with life, like we can, most of us find ourselves competing with our age mates. Like, oh no, she's driving a car like this, oh no, she got married, oh no, she's got kids, oh no, and those things only depress us more, and they also actually help us beat ourselves down, and then lowering our self-esteem. I like understanding that this is my phase, these are my stages, I'm moving in a different direction from the next person, and it's okay. We're all at different levels, and we're all going to different places. So I do me in the way that I can. We also look at getting moving. This has been very relevant for me. I hadn't, when I started walking, it was not because I thought it would build my self-esteem, but I just felt like, when you feel so useless and you're just putting on weight. So I was like, let me put off the weight. The only thing I could really do was, okay, let me walk a few kilometers. I have so many videos on that too. You can watch them on my channel. But the more I walk, the more, the right can, because according to the research that I was also doing, actually being active releases happy chemicals into your body. So that kind of makes you happier, and as you're setting goals for yourselves too, in those physical activities, you become more confident. You become, your self-esteem is built up because of these activities. So it's definitely useful to be active. Focus on what you can change. I think I will make a video also around what they call the circle of control. The circle of control is definitely about what you can control and what you cannot, and the things that you should think about of the things that you can control, and start making a plan on how you go about correcting the things that you can control. So definitely we would need to learn on the circle of control. I will make sure I make a video on that sometime soon. Also, doing what makes you happy. And doing what makes you happy, I think for the longest time, I speak about it in my struggle with severe depression. where I talk about the fact that I stripped myself of my spirit and my soul. It was just my body just moving and just going to do the work that I needed to do. It ended up, I became a social worker because I enjoyed helping. I wanted to be part of, making a contribution, but I stopped enjoying it because of certain conditions put around the activity that I enjoy. So it was no longer something that I enjoyed doing. I enjoy doing this right now, and definitely this builds up my self-esteem, but then a lot of us are stuck in jobs that are not building our self-esteem. We're stuck in activities that we do not enjoy. So it's definitely important that we take time away from all the things around us and do what we really love and not what we're forced to do. Celebrating the small stuff, definitely. The more you achieve, the more you believe in yourself. This also okay, so I'm going to try attach all those videos that I'm referring to that I talked about this, I talked about that in the description box, but then I talk about how my uncle once taught me, babe, just do half, just get over the fence, my child, just get over the fence. Once I got off of the fence, dude, I became a genius. You keep on improving. You keep on improving. So set small targets for yourself. Don't be too harsh on yourself. Always set targets that I can achieve. Just achieve something in the day. Sometimes my days can be very challenging. And at the end of the day, sometimes just being able to count that, okay, I cleaned my apartment. I was able to make a meal for myself, really cook at home. I count the simplest things. I count the fact that okay, today I walked 1 kilometer, and that's important because I never used to have 1 kilometer. If I keep on targeting to have 20 kilometers every day, I'm definitely going to put myself down, and I lower my own self-esteem, making myself believe I cannot achieve. So definitely celebrate the small things. Celebrate any achievement. Set goals for yourself, and let those goals be attainable. And you feel good about yourself. That builds your confidence in you. You can do better. Be a pal, be a friend. Be there to help other people. As you're helping them, you actually discover that your own challenges are less. Have supportive people around you. Definitely having people who beat you down is not going to help your self-esteem, right? We need people who are just going to be like, oh, Linda, your videos are really cool, or your new business is a grand idea. Even if they're going to provide positive criticism, but then we do need those kind of people who will find good in you, not those negative friends who always I don't deal with those. I do not deal with negative people. You can correct me. There is need to have friends who give positive feedback, positive criticism. Criticism should always be there because it only helps us improve at times, but it should not be criticism that actually is to destroy, criticism that doesn't come with any positives. Come on, trust me, all my friends, if you hang with me, you're definitely positive because I make sure I have friends who definitely contribute positively and give off positive vibes. And it's not only about what I'm doing. If your friends are doing positive, they're doing great in the world, you're pushed to actually want to do great too. And if you're not critical of yourself, if you're not comparing yourself to them, you actually find your own way. You actually find your own way of doing positive in the world too and growing yourself. The last one would be definitely your feelings are legitimate. This is my own okay, I did find it as part of the research, but just learning that some of us stay in abusive relationships. We stay in horrible conditions just because we doubt our thinking. We doubt our feelings. But then part of self-esteem is actually knowing that my feelings are legitimate. If I feel abused, probably I'm being abused. There are high chances I am being ill-treated. So definitely trust your feelings, because the more you suppress them and you think people make you believe you're the one with the problem, there's nothing wrong here, there's nothing happening here, you better trust something is going down. So your feelings are legitimate if you do not doubt yourself, because part of being of having a high self-esteem is knowing that your thinking is to be considered, your feelings are to be considered, you are to be considered. And not to put other people before yourself, but really look at yourself and how you feel, what you think. So these are all the points. I'll just go. I'll just look at them like point by point and really fast. It was be nice to yourself. Do you get moving, get active, accept yourself as you are, and always try to improve. Focus on what you can change. Do what makes you happy. Celebrate small stuff. Be a friend. Help somebody out. Have supportive people around you, and know that your feelings are legitimate. So guys, let's be building up our self-esteem. Right now we're standing at 99 subscribers. Let's keep on growing together as a family. Mwah. See you on the next video.